Hey, what's going down, man? It's your boy DJ. We live in the syrup room. We got a special guest with us today, Liyah Samone. What's going down? Man,
chilling.
I appreciate you for coming through. You know, I know it's a late night on a Friday night. You know, people be out here busy in the city, but you know what I'm saying, y'all out here working.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all. You know, I understand y'all Money Gang Empire. I've been seeing a lot going down, you know, with Money Gang Sluggers. Review party the other day. It looked pretty live. You know, we had them in the building a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But man, I just want to ask you, how did you even get a part of Money Gang Empire? What made you join that organization?
I've been recording up there for a minute, so after a while they realized how talented I was.
Okay.
They wanted me on the team.
What made you even first get into doing music in the first place?
Church. I was in the choir, so I was singing for a little minute, and I just kept doing it. Started making music.
Was it like a point or something that happened that made you want to take it seriously and like really pursue a career with it?
Yeah, when I realized that it sounded good, like something that people would listen to.
Okay. Was that a decision you had to make on your own, or was it like you was putting it out there and people, like the reaction you was getting from people was telling you like this is what you need to be doing?
Both.
Okay. So is there like any projects or something that you put out, like any recent releases or anything like that?
Yeah, we're working on the Baby Goat album right now.
Is that gonna be the first one?
Yeah.
Like, what's this like getting your head into, like, you know, the vibe of making an album? Like, you know, like that first album, it'd be a lot of pressure because you don't really know how the world gonna perceive you yet.
I mean, you just gotta be consistent. Like, stay in the studio. Whatever you make, you can put that part of your album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't matter what kind of music you make, just as long as it sound good and you saying real stuff people can relate to. That's really all that matters.
Okay. When did you first start noticing that you had a fan base, like people was really paying attention to what you was doing?
When I dropped one song on YouTube, and it was like a video recorded off somebody's phone.
Okay.
Like, we were just playing around, but I realized like people really was listening to it, reposting it, you know. So I just kept doing it.
All right. You know, like recently, it's like a whole situation happened with like COVID-19 and all that. Pretty much like doing shows, like, you know, people would drop singles, go do shows, turn up, and like do all these things to promote, you know, their music. But lately, it haven't been like that because like until recently, you haven't been able to really do shows and like really do a lot of in-person things, even though they've been going down. But did that affect you in any type of way?
COVID ain't stopping nothing.
It's crazy because it seemed like a lot of artists really flourished. Like they figured out better ways to push music, you know, in the midst of something like that happening.
I mean, like if you want to do it, you're gonna take time out to do it. You're not gonna let nothing stop you.
Nah, that's a fact.
Like in general, anything, you're gonna do what you gotta do.
Man, what's some of the inspiration, like artists that you listening to, or you know, people that you came up on listening to that really made you want to do the music?
That's a few. For one, I'ma say R. Kelly. Nobody really like him that much. Some
now,
people,
R. Kelly, music-wise, R. Kelly.
Yeah, but some
dope.
people got like they dislikes about him.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? It was him, Keisha Cole, Betty Wright. It's like a lot of older people.
Like mixed in.
Yeah.
Are you do you kind of keep up with what's going down right now, like recent artists?
Sometimes, certain ones.
Yeah. What's some of the ones that you feel like you rocking with right now?
Fast Lane, Slugger.
Okay.
No Cap, Lil Jeremy, people like that. Lil Baby Live.
Yeah, Lil Baby pretty live too.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just certain people. Some people just talk about the same thing.
Are you like from Houston?
Yeah.
What part of Houston you from?
North Side, Eggleston.
Shout out to that North. You know, I'm from Studewood, so you know right there. You know, it was a point in time where like coming from Houston was pretty hard because you kind of had to stick to one certain sound. Like you had to have that Houston sound, or you know, people wouldn't really adapt to anything else besides that. But over the last, you know, few years or so, you can pretty much come out as any type of artist that you want to be, and you know, have whatever sound you want to have. You can turn it up now. It ain't really just that slow, chill vibe no more. Did you ever have to like adapt to like what was going down now versus to like what it used to be?
Somewhat. I'm gonna say like when I first started making music, it was like certain people probably would listen to it. So then I started realizing gotta make different type of music, like a different sound, like play with my voice.
Yeah. Did like getting to the studio that had like live engineers and stuff help? Like going to the studio having like certain engineers around you like help building that sound, does that help out? Because you know there's a lot of artists like it kind of take them a while to get into the groove of making a song, because you know writing a song on a pen and pad is different from like going to the studio. You got a live ass engineer and they really building that sound for you.
I mean, I still write my music, but yeah, I do have some live engineers. Shout out Gaz, man, legendary. You know what I'm saying? I do got some live engineers, but I still write music. It's alright to write it.
What's the process of going to the studio? Like the process of like your song creation. Like what do those thoughts come from? Like what are you channeling in your music?
I mean, you could talk about anything. Like I go up there and I talk about something probably happened last night, something happened this week, last week. You know what I'm saying?
Just talk about different. It's coming from like a lot of like personal like stories and stuff like that.
That's how mine's coming. Yeah.
Okay. Man, is there any time that you feel like discouraged or like times that you don't want to do music?
I feel like that a lot.
Yeah. Is it because of like, you know, like how much hard work it is to put it into it to like really take it somewhere?
No, it's just personal life. Like,
okay.
I think about like sometimes I'm probably not prepared for what's gonna come with it. You know what I'm saying? Losing people.
What's some of the steps that you take towards marketing? Like, you know, as far as promoting and things that you do to, you know, make the music spread?
I do Instagram, like repost, you know, do the hashtags.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to it's like a app on, it's like a Facebook app, but like it's something on Facebook. I don't know how to explain it. You put your music on there, and like thousands of people get on there and repost it.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't know about that, but it sounds pretty loud.
Yeah, it's like a live. You just sit there, play your music.
Man, so. You know, like right now, a lot of people blowing up like off TikTok, like songs going viral off of like TikToks and things like that. You know, like the music can really go viral right now, and that's a difference between like the past to where you know you really had to get out there and push the singles. Now, like it can really go viral at any moment. Like somebody make a dance to your song and it just take off. Like, do you think the game is better that way? Like, kind of giving more people a chance to like really have like hit singles come, you know, out of nowhere.
Yeah. That'll be a good chance. But you could also do like the reel. Like,
what's that?
It's something on Instagram.
Like an app?
No, it's like a little video record thing.
Oh, the reels?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're just making so many tools for marketing to where it is kind of, you know, if you just really do them, people will kind of follow those and you know, get your views up. It look good like when you push your music towards record labels and stuff.
Right.
Like, is major record labels ever in your future? Do you see that happening? Like, would you sign to a major label?
Yeah, I would. It all depends though.
Yeah, I mean, because so many artists want to go the independent route. You know, like they want that independent 100% of the bread. Well, that's a grind. You know, like that independent route is like that's a lot of work you got to put in. You know, and the labels kind of offer, you know, incentives to where you can have their resources. You know, like you can kind of just catch what they got going on and be a part of that. So, I mean, would you prefer that, or you know, with the independent route,
really would
be cool too?
But you know what I'm saying, if somebody offer you something that, you know, sounds real good to you and you really need it, then yeah, take that shot, but don't let nobody play you.
Oh, for sure. Like how important is music to you, like versus real life? Like, you know, like some people go 100% in, like every day they wake up, go to sleep, all about the music. But you know, a lot of times that personal aspect gets caught up in it too, and it makes it difficult to live, you know, through certain personal things that's going on in life and still balance the music at the same time. Do you ever experience that?
Yeah, I have before, but I wouldn't let that, like, I'll make that into my music. Like, whatever going on, I'll make that. Like, sing about it. If I feel like rapping, probably rap about it.
Okay. So you kind of vice versa with it, like sing sometimes, rap sometimes. Like, where did that style come from? I mean, I know you said you was in church, but did it come from that time?
The singing came from church, but like when I started rapping, that's when I said I started playing with my voice, trying different things, listening to different artists.
In the studio, did they help you out by being able to, you know, because you can rap the verse, but you can also sing the hook. So it kind of takes away, like, I don't really need this feature. Like, I can do it on my own. Did you kind of get that mind state?
I did.
you know, I know you say you work with producers like Gasman and other producers that you work with. Like, what kind, like, what does it take for you to select the beat? Like, what do you have to hear to pick a beat that you know that you're gonna make a song to?
So like when I sit down and I listen to a beat, if I can automatically like mumble some words to it and catch a flow, I'm gonna pick that beat. But if I gotta sit there and just think like,
yeah. So if it comes to you like you feel like it's supposed to happen naturally, okay. Now that's a good way to think about it. I think I heard Lil Wayne say something like that too. Like if he don't have a word in his head, soon as the very first second the beat drop, like he ain't trying to think too hard on it. Yeah, man. You know, there's one more question I want to ask you. Like right now, you see so many women taking off into the rap game. Like, you know, like you see more women breaking into the rap game than men right now almost. What do you think about that? You know, like how far the game has come and like just the opportunities that's available for women right now.
I feel like it's a lot of spots open for women. You could be a rapper, you could be a singer. It's like women are like, people look up to women sometimes, you know what I'm saying? We say different stuff, we feel different ways, emotional. Sometimes you got some women out here like heartless. So it's anything, we creative.
And I think you kind of getting a whole different side of it, like a whole new perspective than what you was used to. Because we always heard like from the men's point of view, like what we thought was, you know, the men spoke for the women and the men a lot of times, like from a long time ago.
Right.
Now you get like both sides of the game, and like the women coming raw as hell too. So it's like a whole new game. Like even with like Megan Thee Stallion winning like 3 Grammys, like her first go around, like 3 Grammys out the gate.
Follow me on Instagram at Liyah Samone __.
Okay, and when can we expect the new music to be dropping?
Next month. I'm gonna say next month for sure.
Okay, cool. Man, Liyah Samone, I really appreciate you rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? We look forward to all the projects and things that you got coming. You know what I'm saying? We on the lookout, but you know, y'all be on the lookout too. This interview coming soon. Y'all make sure y'all follow Liyah Samone. It's going down, man. We in the syrup room.
Yes, sir. Win again.
Hey.